Good evening, this is Ali and you're watching TNG News. Hong Kong announced late Sunday, April 18, that it will stop flights from the Philippines, India, and Pakistan for 14 days starting Monday midnight, in line with its circuit breaker mechanism under tightened travel restrictions. At the same time, all three countries have been moved to the extremely high risk category, which means anyone who had stayed in these places for more than 2 hours in the past 21 days is prohibited from boarding a flight to Hong Kong. This is to prevent people from these countries from entering Hong Kong while transit from another place. On top of this, travelers from extremely high-risk place should, after completing 21 days of hotel quarantine, undergo self-monitoring for 7 days and take a fourth COVID-19 test on the 26 days after arrival in Hong Kong. However, far more passengers from India and Pakistan have been testing positive for COVID-19 on arrival, and a big number have been found to have both the virus and the variant while under quarantine. Of the 29 imported cases recorded on April 19, 22 cases had flown in from India. The domestic infection rate in all three countries has been surging as well, with India posting more than 100,000 cases on a single day lately. The surge has also been happening in the Philippines, where the total number of COVID-19 cases is now nearing the 1 million mark. 2 Filipino domestic helpers who were found infected with COVID-19 on arrival in Hong Kong on April 15 and also carried the highly infectious variant, raised the possibility of a 2-week suspension being imposed on all flights from the Philippines within the days. Earlier, the government announced it was suspending Cathay Pacific Airways flight from Manila to Hong Kong from April 18 until May 2, after 2 of its flights had each carried 2 passengers confirmed to have COVID-19 on arrival at the airport. Hong Kong had only 1 local coronavirus case on April 18, but its caseload for the day rose to 30 cases, as the rest who tested positive were new arrivals from abroad, including the 1 Filipina and 4 Indonesian domestic helpers. A recorded number of 22 infected travelers from India was also reported. April 18, imported cases were the most reported in a single day since March 15 and took the total tally to 11,684. The Center for Health Protection announced the jump in case as Health Secretary Sophia Chen said. On that day, the government is looking at further tightening hotel quarantine measures and flight restriction and banning more flights from high-risk countries. Chen said Hong Kong strengthened its suspension of flight mechanism as more passengers who arrived recently from India, Philippines, Indonesia, Pakistan, and other places testing positive, with some carrying the highly infectious N501Y variant. Announcement from Labor Department: free vaccination priority group have been expanded to cover foreign domestic helpers. For online booking and other details, please visit the designated website of the vaccination program, www.covidvaccine.gov.hk. The website contains information in many languages, include Tagalog and Bahasa Indonesia. And now, let's talk about TNG Wallet. TNG is back on the road. We will be having a pop-up session in Central, Mong Kok, and Causeway Bay this coming weekend. For those of you who are interested in having your own TNG MasterCard, you may visit our pop-up activation point for immediately activation. For more inquiry, you can call our customer service 3951-6268 and our office address 20th floor Olympia Plaza, 255 Kings Road, North Point, nearby Fort Res Hill MTR Station, Exit B. And that's all. Thank you for watching TNG News.